And welcome into another Redhawk Report. We're joined by Seyi Reiley of men's basketball. Seyi, thanks for hopping on the show today.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Happy to be here.
Definitely. And being here is a good way to start this one. Born in Jamaica, settled in Portland, City College, San Francisco, now Seattle U. Tell us a little bit about that journey from Jamaica now on the campus of Seattle U.
Man, long one, man. So I was born and raised in Jamaica. And then about like 14 or so, I came to the States and I moved to Portland, Oregon. And then I picked up basketball like kind of late, maybe 16, 17. Started hooping in high school, and I just fell in love with it. And then that's kind of what took me to all these other places. From Portland, went to San Francisco to go JUCO, played with my boy Mech, and then who was on the team last year, DT, Nate, Kyrie Brown, all those dudes at City College, San Francisco. And then I got picked up by Seattle, so super happy to be here, having a great time. We're having a great season. Looking forward to big things.
Was that a culture change going from Jamaica to now the Northwest in Portland or Seattle?
Oh, man, like crazy. I mean, Jamaica is like whole different culture. The language is different. The people are all different. So coming to the States was really like a big culture shock for me. But I got acclimated pretty easy and made like some good friends and stuff. So it hasn't been too rough or anything. And I've been here so long, I'm just used to it now,
Weather doesn't bother you?
Oh, no, it does. It does for sure. No, I hate the cold, man. All the snow and the 30-degree weather, I'm not feeling it at all. I'm excited for our trip down to Hawaii, go get some sun for sure. But, I miss the sun like crazy, man.
You talked about getting to basketball late, Jamaica not known necessarily a basketball hotbed. Was there another sport that you got into when you were young?
In Jamaica, everybody run track and everybody play football or soccer. And then some people play like cricket too. So we used to like crumple up a little like newspaper or whatever we could find and try to play cricket with it. And then we play soccer all the time with my friends and stuff and run track. I think that's really where I got like a lot of my athleticism, was just running track and stuff and just playing outside as a kid.
Was that your original dream, be a track athlete, or did you have one as a kid that you're like, oh, I want to do this when I grow up?
Man, I wanted to be a fisherman. Yeah, I wanted to be a fisherman. I had no real like aspirations to be a athlete as a young kid. And then, like, came to the States and figured out, like, there's this whole lane to get your college paid for, to maybe make some money off the sports. So I was like, let me really lean in and dig into sports for real.
Was there an exact moment where you picked up the basketball and like, whoa, I'm good at this, or I have that natural talent, or did it come, at the time, or when was that?
No, absolutely not. No, I was very untalented. Anybody would tell you I couldn't. My first coach was like, man, you can't walk and chew gum. I was very uncoordinated and just very bad at sport. But I'm so competitive in my nature that I was like, man, I want to be better than all my friends. So like I was just in the gym, just getting it, just grinding, lifting weights, just like really trying to be better than all the people that was around me. And I think that competitive nature just made me like really improve quickly and start to like, catch up. I still got a lot of room to go, but I'm slowly trying to like catch up and then surpass people in this sport.
You talked about that City College of San Francisco connection, that you and Mech, obviously, Darion Trammell, Kyrie Brown. You were on those teams that COVID year that got cut short. Last Chance U, I'm sure you've watched the basketball edition. And what was it like playing for City College of San Francisco, a powerhouse at that level, in those years you spent together with them down there?
Man, that was a blast. We had so much fun on that team. I mean, a lot of times, you look at it and you're like, oh, it's a transitional step. Everyone's trying to, get to the next level or get recruited or whatnot. But really just like sitting in a moment and appreciating that for what it was, just like getting to create like a brotherhood with these guys, build really solid relationships, and then just have a lot of success. Like, I feel like that team would have definitely won a championship. We had so much talent, and it's sad it got cut short, but you can't take away like the relationships that were formed and all the good times we had that year. So I'm still grateful for it.
Was that a big recruitment coming here, knowing that you had Mech here? The coaching staff obviously had a connection with City College. Was that kind of like a clear path, or were there other options that you were kind of looking at?
Yeah, there are a few other options. I think having Mech here and having all the other guys tell me, like, oh, it's a good place to be, like, coaching staff is real solid and they treat you well, was definitely the biggest pull. And then when I came here, I just really felt at home. I felt like everyone welcomed me with open arms, and I really enjoyed my experience on that visit. And just the coaches, like, the relationship that we had was really solid. So that's why I decided to settle down in Seattle.
And now that you are here, obviously off to a great season, one of the best starts in program history. What's it been like now playing at the Division I level, competing with these Redhawks?
Man, it's a lot of fun, man, to be able to win these games and these close games, we just really dig in and like lean into each other, and we're pulling out some close games, and I'm having a lot of fun here. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah.
Post basketball, post college, entrepreneurship, I believe, strategic communications major. Want to go into that? Is there a goal after? Is there something you really had your mindset on as of late?
Not really.
Yeah,
I know I'm very into business, and I'm very into like investing and just financial literacy. I know for sure I want to be like financially free and not have to work for the rest of my life. So just making sure I make the best moves with my money, make smart investments, and then just continue to invest in myself to, just build up my business acumen and other things of that nature. So, yeah.
That's it. Also heard through the grapevine, modeling career. Is that?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on with that?
Yeah, man. Some of my teammates give me a hard time for that. But, yeah, man, I've done a fair amount of modeling. I started modeling when I was, like, 18. And I've done Nike, Adidas, Jordan, Reebok, Under Armour, like all these sports companies. And it's just a really good side hustle. And so I've made some money with it and made a lot of good connections with that as well. So
that's not something you want to pursue more, or is that just
it's kind of impossible with our schedule. Our schedule is kind of crazy, so it's kind of like really hard unless we get an off day and a job happens to fall on that day. But definitely during the off season, I'm planning on leaning into that more. I definitely want to like travel, like overseas and do that, and maybe to New York, places like LA, and kind of dig into that more. But it's hard with the scheduling.
We'll get you out of here with a couple of fun questions. First one. Okay. Pre-game, whether home or away, what's that pre-game preparation, meal, hype music? What gets you in the zone ready for tip-off?
Pre-game, that's a good one. It's pretty consistent. I need a nap, and I need some good eats, probably like some pasta and stuff, a lot of carbs, protein. My music, oh, man, I got all kind of music. Some days I got to relax, so I got to listen to a little R&B, you know what I mean? And the other days I got to turn up, I got to listen to like some Lil Baby. Some 21, some Drake. Yeah, I really like the hype music and the music gets me going before games for real.
Is there a difference between playing, on the road, at home? Is there a different routine? Is it more, chill on the road, get you calm for a hostile crowd, or hype at home? Is there any difference between that?
I wouldn't say so. It just depends on the day how I'm feeling.
Okay.
How I'm feeling that day. If I'm gonna go with the little R&B slow jams, or I'm gonna go with the little turned up music,
Okay. All right. Yeah. I appreciate that. When it comes to your teammates, got a lot of characters, a lot of fun moments.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the funniest one on the team? Who makes you laugh instantly? Who gets you into that good mood?
Man, we got so many funny dudes, man. Man. I would say Cam, one of the funniest dudes. Yeah. I got to rail off a little list here. Mech, hella funny. Shu is definitely up there. And then Jello, man. Jello always be having jokes in the bus all the time, just having jokes. So we got a lot of funny dudes, man. That's why it's such a fun squad to be a part of.
Also had the chance to travel down to Portland. Sounds like Uno's a pretty big thing on the team.
I don't really get into that, man, because I feel like –
sounds like it was getting pretty intense with the Uno.
Yeah, it was getting too intense with the Uno on the bus, man. I don't really get into the Uno thing.
No?
Nah.
Okay, all right. Next question. Talked about funny. Who do you think is the player that doesn't get enough recognition on the team? Someone that you personally like to look at and say, oh, man, he deserves more of a spotlight.
Recognition? I think that's a hard one because it's like, within our team, we're all very appreciative of every person down the roster and the staff. Like, we always show gratitude for like everyone and whatever they do and whatever their role is. I feel like people don't recognize, though, like the outside, like they don't recognize how good Mech is.
Yeah.
And what Mech brings to the table.
A good one. Yeah.
Just maybe because he's not scoring the ball, people might not recognize that like he's a crazy distributor, crazy playmaker, like crazy high IQ and a solid defender. Do like 6'5", 6'6", like guarding, 7-footers and banging with them. So, just I feel like he kind of get like the I would compare like kind of like Draymond Green. Like people hate on Draymond Green.
That's
so
what I always
much,
say. Yep.
But like without Draymond, like the Warriors is not gonna be good.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, I got a really big appreciation for like glue guys and dudes that do everything else except not just score the ball. But yeah.
All right, every person we've had from men's basketball on this show, we've ended with this question. So I'd like to see, because now you're new this year, so let's see. Coaching staff, game of 21. Who's coming out? Who's getting that
21.
win?
What you mean, like me versus them?
No. Just the coaches. Just the coaches. All playing 21.
The best coach. Even like assistant,
yeah, anybody on the coaching staff.
That's tough.
Non-player.
That's tough. You know, I really want to give it to Prib. I think Prib is cold.
I think it's the first one we've got of Prib. Okay. All right.
But Mo.
Okay.
Mo, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Me and Mo be going back and forth in ones. He be giving me the work in ones. I'm not even gonna lie. So I think I'll say Mo.
I would say he's the closest to last touch in the court, right? Being a player, so
yeah, exactly.
It's close, yeah.
Yeah, but if it wasn't Mo, I'd probably say Prib, man. Prib got some game.
All right,
yeah.
All right, shout out Coach Prib. All right. Well, Shay, we appreciate you hopping on the show today.
Absolutely.
All right, appreciate
man.
it, Shay. Thanks.